Hello all, welcome to Quantitative Aptitude topic. Today in this session I come up with one topic name is averages 1. Okay, so in this session we will discuss the different concepts of averages, its importance in various competitive examinations, all these things we will discuss. Okay, so there are two different parts are there, average part 1 and average part 2. Now we will focus on only basic parts of averages. Okay, so before going to start some kind of questions, first of all we will know the basic formula of the average. So everybody will know it's the word average is very familiar. Average means formula is what? Sum of the observations by number of the observations. It's a basic formula, everybody will aware, right? Once again, average equals to formula is what? Sum of the observations by number of the observations. So here observations means observations means it may be marks of the students, salaries of the employees, weight of the family members, age of the family members, etc., whatever it may be. Okay, observations may be, it may not be unique. Observations means it may be age or weight or salary or marks or runs scored in a particular game, etc. Okay, so if you'll give for example, if you ask you to find out the average, what do we need to find out? What do we need to know? We have to find out the sum of the averages, then total how many observations is given. So from that sum of the observations by number of the observations, you will get the average of that particular thing, whether marks or salary or etc. And secondly, for example, we have to find out the sum of the observations. Formula is what? Average into number of observations. So if not, for example, we have to find out the number of observations. Formula is what? Sum of the observations by average. So by using this formula, we can discuss one different concept, that is, just now I told you average formula is what? Average equals to sum of the observations by number of the observations. This is the basic formula. Okay, so here see, from this again we can derive two different formulas. First formula is, for example, we have to find out the sum of the observations. So how we will get sum of the observations? Sum of the observations equals to average into number of observations. Average into number of observations. Remember, okay, again from this we can take one more formula. For example, we have to find out the number of observations, that is equals to what you will write here? Sum of the observations by average we can write. Okay, I repeat, number of observations is equals to sum of the observations. Sum of the observations by we can write average. Okay, so here knowing formula is not necessary. You may already aware about all these formulas, but knowing formula is not necessary. The mainly what you should know is, so here application part, what does it mean? For example, like this E given, for example, he asked you to find out the average of 20 marks, 30 marks, for example, let's say 40 rupees, right? Average of 20 marks, 30 marks, 40 rupees, second rank, etc. He asked you to find out the average of all these numbers. So is it possible to find out average of all these numbers? No, it is not possible to find out our average of all these numbers. Because why? What the reason? Because they are not there in same units. What does it mean? For example, one parameter is given in terms of marks, and the next one is given in terms of rupees, and third one is given in terms of rank, etc. So since they are not having in same units, it is not possible to find out the average of all the observations. So basic formula is, to find out the average of the given observations, they must be in what we can say same units. Remember, to find out the average of the given observations, whether 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever the given observations, so they must be there in same units, all must be in marks, or all must be in rupees, all must be in ranks, etc. Then only we can able to find out the average of the given particular objects. Okay, to find out the average of the numbers, they must be there in standard or same units. This is one formula. And secondly, what I need to say is, just now I told you knowing formula is not necessary. Apart from that knowing formula, you should know its application part. What does it mean? For example, he asked to find out the sum of the observations. Sum of the observations means if it is a case of the marks, we have to find out the sum of the marks. If it is a case of the salary, we have to find out the total salary or sum of the salary. For example, it is related to runs, we have to find out the sum of the runs, whatever. Okay. So in that case, or else if age, sum of the ages. If it is weight, sum of the weight. For example, I have to, with respect to this concept, for example, we have to find out the sum of the weight. How you will get sum of the weight? Sum of the weight or total weight, both are same. How you will get total weight? Total weight can be obtained by knowing the average weight and total how many objects are there. For example, let's say in a family there are 5 objects or there are 5 members, and each member average age is, let's say, 30 years. So number of members are 5 and their average age is, let's say, 30 years. For example, sum of the ages or total age is equal to average into number of observations, which is equal to 30 into what is it here? 30 into 5, which equals to 150 years. For example, we have to find out the total salary of the employees. We have to find out the total salary of the employees. How will get this total salary? Total salary is nothing but what is the average salary of each and every employee and total how many employees are there, like that. For example, we have to find out the number of observations. Number of observations equal to sum of the observations by average. What does it mean? For example, we have to find out the number of members in a family. How you will get? For example, total weight by their average weight, or total salary by average salary, or total age by average age, or total marks by average marks, or total runs by average runs. So by using all these things, we can able to find out the number of members or number of observations, etc. Okay, so you might be aware about formula. I already told you knowing formula is not necessary. Its application part is very, very important. In the question, what he given and what he asked to find out, you must aware about all these things. Okay, right. So now by keeping all these concepts in mind, let's start some model questions. Let's move on to the question. Question number 1. So observe the first question. There are 2 questions are appearing in this slide. First question is what? Find the average of the numbers. It's a basic question. He given certain numbers 17, 23, 35, 40 and 15. Okay. He asked to find out the average of the given numbers. So what are the numbers he given? The given numbers are, so we know already the given numbers are 17, right? The given numbers are 17, 23, right? 17, 23, 35, right? 35 and 40. I hope you understood. 35, 17 comma 23 comma 35 comma, right? 17, 23, 35, 40 and 15, right? 40, 40 and 15, 40 and 15. So these, now he asked to find out the average of all these numbers. So simply formula is what here? Sum of the observations by number of observations. So average equal to sum of the observations by number of the observations. Sum of the observations by number of the observations. So just keep in mind sum of the observations. What I am getting? 17, right? 17 plus 23 plus 35 plus 40 plus 20. We should do everything. 17 plus 23. How much I am getting? It's clearly 40. 40 plus 40, 80. 80 plus 15. 80 plus 15 means 130, right? I hope you are getting. So 130 by total how many observations are there? 5 observations are there. Sum of the observations by number of the observations. So 130 by 5, which equals to 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 6 are 30. Hence, what is the average of the given numbers? The average of the given numbers equal to how much I am getting? So it's clearly 26 I am getting. I hope you understood. Nothing is there in that. Directly I used formula. average equal to sum of the observations by number of the observations. 17 plus 23 plus 35 plus 40 plus 10. I repeat, 40, 40, 80, 80 plus 50, 130. So clear. Hence answer for this question is equals to how much we are getting? 26 we are getting. I hope you understood this model. Now we'll move to next question, that is question number 7. See, he given differently. Find the average of all prime numbers between 30 and 50. He asked to find out the average of all prime numbers, right? Average of all prime numbers between 30 and 50. Now what you have to do is we have to list out all the prime numbers from 30 to 50, right? We have to list out all the prime numbers from 30 to 50. We know that from 1 to 50 we are having 15 prime numbers. From 50 to 100 we are having 10 prime numbers. Hence from 1 to 100 total we are having 25 prime numbers. There is a shortcut to remember all the prime numbers. What it is? BBC, BBC, BBA, where B stands for 2, C stands for 3 and A stands for 1. BBC, BBC, BA, like that. Okay. So now we list out all the prime numbers from 1 to 30. Just focus on that. 31, is it prime number? Yes. 37, is it prime number? Yes. 41, is it prime number? Yes. 43, is it prime number? Yes. 47, is it prime number? Yes. So these are the 5 prime numbers between 30 to 50, or you can say between or from 30 to 50, anyhow both are same. So these are the prime numbers. Are we getting any other prime number? 31, 37, 41, 43, 47. It's clear. Okay. So now we'll find out average of all these. So now what you will do? 43 plus 37. So clearly 90. Right. So 90 plus 41, 131, 138. Right. 138, 168, 169, 199. Okay. I hope I am getting all the sum of the prime numbers are 199. Total how many we are having? 5 we are having. If you want we can add like this also. So 8, 9, 12, 19. Okay, 9, 5. Okay, 5 plus 4, 9, 13, 13 plus 6. 13 plus 6 equal to 9. Obviously 199 by 5. So what you are getting if you are simplifying this? 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15. So 4 is there. 49. 5 9s are 45. 5 9s are 45. So still how much there? 4 is there. Keeping decimal, 4 will be written as 40. 5 8s are 40. I hope you understood. 5 3s are 15. 49 left. 5 9s are 45. 4 left. Decimal point. 5 8s are 40. Hence the average of the all prime numbers between 130 to 50. You can use the word between 30 and 50, or we can use what I can say from 30 to 50. Anyhow, there is no change in all the prime numbers. I hope you understood. Hence answer for question number 2 is equal to what we are getting? 39.8 we are getting. Now we'll move on to next question, that is question number 3. See, observe here, it is also something interesting question. 4 numbers have an average of 24. 4 numbers have an average of 24. 2 of the numbers are 44 and 16. Find the average of the other 2 numbers. It's a different question but very easy. Total initially how many numbers he given? He given 2 numbers. And what he asked to find? He also given average. 4 numbers average given. How much he given? 24. So 2 of the numbers are what he given? 44 and 16. He asked to find out the average of the other 2 numbers. Remember here. So lastly what he asked to find out? He asked to find out the average of the other 2 numbers. To find out the average of other 2 numbers, so what we need to know is, so sum of the other 2 numbers by 2. Okay. If we know the sum of the other 2 numbers, then we can able to find out the average of other 2 numbers. Okay, right. So keep this concept in mind. Now we will do the simplification. How we are going to solve is, first of all we have to find out the sum of all 4 numbers. Are you getting what I am saying? We have to find out the sum of all 4 numbers. Sum of all 4 numbers. Just observe what I am sum of 4 numbers. I hope you understood what I am writing. Sum of 4 numbers. Sum formula is what? Average into number of observations. Average is only given. Average of all these numbers equal to how much given? 24 given. Total how many such numbers are there? 4 are there. So 24 4s. 24 4s, how much are you getting? Obviously answer is equal to 96. 96 is what? Sum of all 4 numbers. But I don't want to find the sum of 4 numbers. I have to find out the average of other 2 numbers. So now we will find out the average. So to find out the new average, what I will do? We have to find out the new sum and total how many are there. So it's clearly 96. From 96 what we need to subtract? 44 and 16. We have to subtract 44 and 16. Means what? 44 16 50 60. Total what you will get here? 2 you will get. Why? Because remaining sum by remaining total. Remaining how many you are having? Remaining we are having only 2. I hope you understood what I am saying. Okay. So now this 46 minus 16, obviously 60. 96 minus 60 ante 36. Right? I am getting 36. 36 by 2. 36 by 2 means indirectly what is my answer? 18 is the answer. I hope you understood. So therefore hence 18 is the average of the remaining 2 numbers. Okay. So nothing is there in that. So question is given something different. 4 numbers average given. In that 2 numbers given, he asked you to find out average of another 2 numbers. So if we can able to find out the sum of another 2 numbers, we can able to find out very easily. I hope you understood. Okay. Now we will move on to next question. 4. A cricket player scored 53, 52, 11, 0, 5 not out, 104 not out and 35 runs in 7 innings of a series. What is the average runs scored by a player in that series? Okay. Just now I told you regarding this concept. See, he played total how many innings? 7 innings. Even though he played 7 innings, you should not take it as a number of observations as 7, because out of 7 innings, in 2 innings he mentioned not out. Since he mentioned not out, when you are calculating the average of the average runs made by the cricketer, okay, you have to consider the runs, but you should not consider that event. Okay. So what I mean to say is, observe the innings. So 53, right? What he given? 53. Once observe what he given. 53, 52, 11, right? 0, 5, 104, 35. 104, 35. 104, 35. So out of these, in 2 innings, here for 5 runs and 104 runs not out. So since he mentioned not out, while calculating average, observe here how we are going to solve. Average equal to sum of the observations by number of the observations. So 53 plus 52 plus 11 plus 0 plus 5 plus 104 plus 35. But even though he played 7 innings, you should not take all 7 innings. You should take it as only 5 innings, because out of 7 innings, in 2 innings there is a concept of not out. I hope you understood. Now we will find all these 5, 9, 14, 15 and this is 20, right? So 2, 5, 6, 11, I repeat, 9, 14, 15, 20, 5, 10, 11 plus 10 21. So 310 by 5. 310 by 5 means 5 6 30, right? 5 2 10. Hence the average runs made by a cricketer in that, what you can say, cricket match is, how many runs we can say? 62 runs we can say. Here remember only one point, that is you should not take here 7 innings, you should take it as only 5 innings, because 2 innings there is a concept of not out. There is a concept of not out. I hope you understood what I am saying. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, so now we focus on next question, that is question number 5. Observe here, the average temperature of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was 32. The average temperature of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was 34. If the temperature of Monday is 29, then find the temperature of Thursday. Okay, it's also very different and easy concept. The average temperature of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday given. Average temperature of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that we can find out the total temperature of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we can able to find. It's a very easy concept, but asking question in different way. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Once we'll focus on that. Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday plus Wednesday temperature, average temperature how much given? 32 given. So we can find out the total temperature, that is 32 into 3, which is equal to 96 degree Celsius. Okay, so next, secondly, again the average temperature of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Average temperature of Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday how much he given? 34 degrees Celsius given. He given 34 degree Celsius. We can find out the total. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday total, that is equal to what I am getting? 102 I am getting, right? 102 I am getting. I hope you understood. 90 plus 12, 102 I am getting. And if you observe this Monday temperature also E only given. So if you observe this Monday temperature E only given. Monday temperature how much given? 29 degree Celsius. So this equal to given 29. And he asked to find out the temperature on Thursday. He asked to find out the temperature on Thursday. Okay, right. So now what you will do? Substituting this Monday temperature. If I am substituting this Monday temperature, what I am going to get here? See, from this substituting Monday temperature, you will get Tuesday plus Wednesday temperature. Tuesday plus Wednesday, which is equal to what you can get, everybody tell me? 96, right? 96. So 96 minus how much given? 29. 96 minus 29, 76 minus 9, which is equal to 62, right? 60. See, observe here, 96, 29. So subtraction, what we are getting here? 16 minus 9 means 7, 82, right? 80. It's sorry. 8 minus 2 ante 67. 67. What I am getting? 67 I am getting. 67. Substituting 67 in Tuesday plus Wednesday. So substituting 67 value at Tuesday plus Wednesday. Okay. Now what will get? 67, right? 67 plus Thursday. 67 plus Thursday, that is equal to how much you are getting? 102. 102. Okay. From this, Thursday temperature is equals to 102 minus 67. 102 minus 67. Subtracting this value separately. 102 minus 67, which is equal to 12 minus 7 means 5. 9 minus 6 means 3. So hence what I am getting? 35. Okay, 35 I am getting. So what is the temperature on Thursday? What is the temperature on Thursday? The temperature on Thursday is equals to 35 degree Celsius. The temperature on Thursday is equal to 35 degree Celsius. So the answer for this question is equal to 35 degrees Celsius. Now we'll focus on next question. So we'll focus on question number 6. He asked to find out the average of these numbers. Okay, so we'll find out the average of all these numbers. 55, 55, 60, 57, 63, 65, 63, 65, 56, 69, 68, 53, and the value finally what he given is 66. Just observe all the values what he given. Just observe all the values what he given. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There are 10 values are available on this. Okay, once observe the given values are what he given: 55, then 60, 57, 63, 65, 56, 69, 68, 53, 66. So usually to find the average of all these numbers, what you will do in general, sum of the observations by number of the observations, but it is obviously a lengthy process. To avoid that, what you will do, we will find out this by using the concept of base concept. This we can find out, this we can find out, this we can find out by using base concept. Okay, I repeat this, this we can find out by using base concept. So how we will do base concept means, once observe here, so you have to take it as a base. See, once observe all the observations. Can I say all the observations are very close to 60? Yes, all the observations are very close to 60. All the observations are very close to 60. That's why what we will do is, we will consider our base as 60. So usually base means it must be having two properties. One is it must be divisible by 10, and it must be divisible by 10, and secondly this base must be very close to all the given observations. So after considering this base, next what you have to do, you have to observe whether the given observations are less or more than the given numbers. So what does it mean? For example, if you take second one, our base is how much? 60. What he given? 55. So 55 is how much less than 60? So simply we can say it is minus 5. Okay, similarly there is no deviation, and yearly what you can say? Minus 3, and here what you can say? Simply plus 3. Here what you can say? Plus 5. Here what you can say? Minus 4. Here what you can say? Plus 9. Here what you can say? Plus 8. Here what you can say? Minus 7. Here what you can say? Plus 6. What does it mean? Simply what you have to do is, you have to observe whether the given observations are less or more than. If less means how much less, more means how much more than the given base. Okay, then we have to find out the average of those numbers. So what does it mean? Average of those numbers. Average of numbers means minus 5 plus 0 minus 3 plus 3 plus 5 minus 4 plus 9 plus 8 minus 7 plus 6 whole by 10. We have to find out the average of these numbers. So instead of finding average of these 2-digit numbers, it is somewhat very easy to find out the average of these numbers. Okay, so here plus 5 minus 5 plus 3 minus 3 cancelled, and next see, observe what is given. 9 plus 8 17, 17 plus 6 23, right? 23 minus minus 4 minus 7 minus 11, okay, whole by 10, that is equal to 12 by 10. 12 by 10 means what you are getting? 12 by 10 is nothing but 1.2. 12 by 10 means simply 1.2. So is it plus 1.2 or minus 1.2? Plus 1.2. So 1.2, if you will get, usually in this case sometimes you may get the positive average, sometimes you may get the negative average. If you get positive average, subtract the average from given base. If you are getting negative average, subtract this negative average from the base. If you are getting positive average, subtract this positive average to the base. So indirectly, so the required answer or the average of our given numbers, average of our given numbers, that is equal to average of the given numbers, that is equal to what you can write here, 60 plus 1.2. 60 plus 1.2. So 60 plus 1.2 means what is our final answer? 61.2. Are you getting? 61.2 is the average of all the given observations. So 61.2 is the answer. I repeat, the final answer is 61.2. Okay, how I am getting this? Simply, whether 5 given, 10 given, 2-digit numbers, 3-digit numbers, whatever he given, simply what you have to do is you have to consider a base. Base must be having 2 characters. Usually it must be, it need not be, but if you take 10 multiple, you get the very easy numbers. So it must be 10 multiple and it is very close to all the given observations. After considering this base, we have to consider the given observations are how much more or how much less than the given numbers, and accordingly you have to find out the obtained numbers. You are getting 1.2. So after getting this 1.2, sometimes you might get negative average also, sometimes you are getting positive average. If you are getting positive average, subtract this average to, if you are getting positive average, add this average to base. If I am getting negative average, subtract this average from the given base. So since I am getting positive average for this question, hence answer for that required question is equal to 61.2. I hope you understood. Just focus on 7th question. Okay, find the average of the first 5 multiples of 7. Focus on 7th question. Find the average of the first 5 multiples of 7. So here I will say something. See, what I need to say is, once observe, what I need to say is, he asked to find out the average of the first 5 multiples of 7, right? First 5 multiples of 7. So usually to find out the first 5 multiples of 7, what you will do is, first 5 multiples of 7 means 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. These are the first 5 multiples of 7. What are the first 5 multiples of 7? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. These are the first 5 multiples of 7. Usually to find out average of all these numbers, what you will do? First number plus second number plus third number plus fourth number, fifth number by 5 you will do. Okay, but you need not to do in that way. You need not to do in that way. How you will do is, again there is a beautiful concept. The concept is, for example, if the given numbers are differ by a constant number, if the given numbers are differ by a constant, if the given numbers are differ by a constant term, then what you will do is, usually there is a formula. The formula is average of this is equal to first number, average of this is equal to first number plus last number. Average of this is equal to first number plus last number by 2. When we can use this formula, if the given observations are differ by a constant term. For example, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. How they are? They differ by a constant term. So since they differ by a constant term, average equal to first number. First number how much there? 7. Last number how much there? 35. 7 plus 35 by 2. So 42 by 2. 42 by 2 means how much I am getting? 61. Hence 61 is the average of all these numbers. 61 is the average of all these numbers. Okay. So by using this way, we can find out the average of all the numbers. Remember, if the given observations are differ by a constant term, then average equal to first number plus last number by 2. In previous question, that is in question number 7, what he asked you to find? Find the average of the first 5 multiples of 7. What are the first 5 multiples of 7? 7, 14, 21, 28, 38, 35. Can I say all these are differ by a constant term? Yes. That's why average equal to first number plus last number by 2. Okay. Right. Now we'll move on to next question. Question number 8. Find the average of the numbers 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42 and 45. See, observe here. Can I say in this case also? Can I say in this case also all the observations are differ by a constant term? Yes. So here what is the first number? 27. What is the second number? 45. Okay. They all are differ by a constant term. Since all these are differ by a constant term, formula is first number plus last number by 2. That is 27 plus 45 by 2. Right. 27 plus 45 by 2, which equal to our required answer 27. Right. 27 plus 45 by 2, because first number is 27, last number is 45. So simplification, how much I am getting? 82. Right. So here I am getting 82 by 2. 82 by 2 means what is the answer of that question? 41 is the answer. Simply first number plus last number by 2. I hope you understood. Just focus on next question. Find the average of the first 10 even numbers. Find the average of the first 10 even numbers. So here I need to say one note here. What is the note? Means the average of the first n even numbers. The average of right, average of first n even numbers. Average of first n even numbers is formula n plus 1. Okay. The average of the first n even numbers is n plus 1, and the average of first n odd numbers, average of first n odd numbers formula is n. Okay. So we'll take one best example. For example, let's say 2 comma, okay, 4 comma, 6 comma, 8 comma, 10 comma. I repeat this. I repeat all these values once again. 2 comma, 4 comma, 6 comma, 8 comma, 10. For example, you have to find out the average of all these numbers. Can I say these are first 5 even numbers? Yes, you can say. So can I say they differ by a constant term? Yes. Difference is 2, 2, 2, 2. Formula is what? First number plus last number by 2. 12 by 2. 12 by 2 means what I am getting? 12 by 2. I repeat, 12 by 2. 12 by 2 is equal to what I am getting? 6. So 6 means, can I write 5 plus 1? Yes, you can write. So what does it mean? The average of the first 5 even numbers is n plus 1. The average of the first 5 even numbers is 5 plus 1. The average of the first n odd numbers is simply what you can say? N, we can say. Keep this concept in mind. The average of the first n even numbers is n plus 1. The average of the first n odd numbers is n. So by using this, we can solve these two questions. Okay, what is the question here? Find the average of the first 10 even numbers. So what is the average of first 10 even numbers? Simply first 10 he mentioned. That's why 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1 is equal to how much I am getting? 11. Hence answer for question number 9 is equal to 11 I am getting. Let's Okay, we'll move on to next question, that is question number, we'll move on to next question, that is question number 10. Okay, just focus on question number 10. See what he given and what he asked you to find. Find the average of the first 10 odd numbers. Just now I told you the average of the first n odd numbers is n. That's why the average of the first 10 odd numbers is what you can say 10 we can say. I repeat, the average of the first 5 or the average of the first n even numbers means n plus 1. The average of the first 5 odd numbers is what we can say simply n we can say. That's why the average of first 10, right? The average of first 10 odd numbers means simply 10 we can say. That is regarding question number 10. Now we'll focus on question number 11. Find the average of the first 50 natural numbers. Yes, this is, there is a formula. Okay, again we are having 3 separate formulas. We'll focus on the 3 separate formulas. You can take it as a note also. Okay, so this you can take it as a note also. So what I mean to say is, for example, he asked to find out the first point. He asked to find out the average of first n natural numbers. Average of first n, right? Average of first n natural numbers. So the average of first n natural numbers is, average of first n natural numbers is simply, the average of the first 10 natural numbers is simply what you can write, n plus 1 by 2 you can write. And secondly, average of first n square natural, average of the first n squares, average of the first n squares. The formula is 2n plus 1, right? The formula is, I repeat, 2n plus 1. Usually the sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers means n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Okay, but here I need not to find out sum, I have to find out average. Average of the first n squares, square natural numbers you can say. The formula is n plus 1 into 2n plus 1, n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. And finally third one, the average of the first n cubes, the average of the first n cubes. The average of the first n cubes equal to simply n into n plus 1 whole square by 4 we can write. I write down this thing once again. Okay, I write down this thing once again. So formula is n into, right, n into n plus 1 whole square, n into n plus 1 whole square by 4. Average of the first n natural numbers, n plus 1 by 2. Average of the squares of the first n natural numbers. So n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Average of the first n cubes, n into n plus 1, n into n plus 1 whole square by 4. Okay, so by using this concept you can able to solve 12th question. What he mentioned in question number 12, he asked you to find out the average of the squares. Observe here, average of the squares of first 17 natural numbers. First 17 natural numbers. Sorry, we are discussing question number 11, right? Now we will focus on question number 11, then we will come back to 12th question. Now focus on question number 11. Focus on question number 11. Yes, find the average of the first 50 natural numbers. First 50 natural numbers. Formula is what? N in n plus 1 by 2, right? N plus 1 by 2. Simply 50 plus 1 by 2. 50 plus 1 by 2 means 51 by 2. 51 by 2 means, so simply we can write as 25.5. Okay, so 25.5 is the average of the first 50 natural numbers. Formula is what? N plus 1 by 2. You can able to solve simply. Focus on this. Find the average of the squares. Find the average of the squares of what he mentioned here, first 17 natural numbers. Find the average of the first 17 natural numbers. So again formula is what? We have a separate formula to find out average of this. We have a separate formula to find out average of this. Okay, the formula for this is squares, right? Since it is square, formula is n plus 1 into 2n plus 1. N plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. So where n equal to how many given? First 17. Okay, that's why 17 plus 1. How much are you getting? 17 plus 1, 18. 18 into 2 into 17, 34. 34 plus 1, 35. Okay, by 6. 6 ones are 6 threes are 18. So 35 threes are 70, 105. The average of this question is equal to how much I am getting? 105 I am getting. I hope you understood. Let's move on to next question. Okay, now we'll move on to next question. Just focus on 13th question. Find the average of the cubes of the first 15 natural numbers. I told you just now, find the average of the cubes of the first 15 natural numbers. Cubes. Okay, when you ask to find out the cubes, so what is the formula? Formula is equal to, formula is n into n plus 1 whole square, n into n plus 1 whole square by 4. So n is equal to how much given? N is equal to, he given 15. Okay, so 15, right? 15 into, are you getting? 15 into 15 plus 1, 16. 16 square means simply 256. 16 square means 256 by 4. I repeat, n into n plus 1 whole square, right? N into, find the average of the cubes of the first 15 natural numbers. Yes, clear. N into n plus 1 whole square by 4. N value 15. 15 plus 1, 16. 16 square, 256. So simplification, 4 6 are 24, 4 4s are 16, 15 4s are 60, 15 6 are 90 plus 6, 96. Therefore average equal to how much I am getting? 960 I am getting. Same formula. Okay, this is actually the some basic parts of average. Okay, now we are having second part of average also. Okay, remaining concepts of average we will discuss in next session. Thank you.